So imagine if somebody says 5 is what percent of 25. So remember, this is another category where we've been given a part, which is 5. We've been given the whole, which is 25, and we're looking for the percent. So if somebody says 5 is what percent of 25. Now notice what's important here is to recognize your part, your whole, and what you're looking for. Always ask yourself that question when you do math problems. What am I looking for and what do I have? So what am I looking for? What am I looking for and what have I been given? What have I been given? Very important questions. What am I looking for and what have I been given? If you keep that in perspective, it will help you as you move forward with solving the problem. So when someone says 5 is what percent of 25, basically think of it this way. Imagine if you had this, A times B is equal to C. Think of that as an equation. An equation, again, here we have the equal sign saying that whatever is on the left is equal to whatever is on the right. This equal sign is a very powerful thing. Keep that in mind because it says literally whatever is here is equal to what's here. So if you're going to solve an equation and you don't, and you're looking for one of the variables, okay? Let's say you're looking for A, and we use the distance rate times time formula in our other example. But if we're looking for a certain piece of an equation, we have to divide both sides by that which we do have. So imagine A times B is equal to C, and you're solving for A. You would divide both sides by B, okay? This is standard, meaning that the equation becomes A is equal to C over B, because the B will cancel on the left side, and now B is on the right side. So it's very important to know how to work with that, okay? So that's how we solve an equation. Please don't be discouraged or worried about equations at this time. I'm just trying to lay the groundwork for what I'm about to do with percentages. So if 5 is what percent of 25, we know that percent, right? The percent times the whole is equal to the part. We've been given the whole as 25. We don't know the percent, right? So percent times 25 is equal to the part, which is 5. We're going to divide both sides by 25. Okay, there's several ways to do this problem. This is just one way to think about it. So the percent is, and now it's going to be written as a decimal, or at least first as a simplified fraction. So 5 over 25. We can divide this by 5 and this by 5, so we get 1 over 5. Now that can be written as a decimal as 0.2. So the percent, without first writing the equivalent as a percentage, the decimal value is 0.2. The percent is actually 0.2 times 100, which is 20%. So 20% is the answer to this problem. 5 is 20% of 25. Now, let's look at another way to do this problem. Use this method here, which is what I explained. Basically, you solve for the percent. Or you could use this method. X over 100, okay? We're just going to write X over 100. This represents a percentage that I don't know yet. And then 5 over 25 is the part over the whole, okay? So now notice if you have X over 100, and then here we have divided by, and then on the other side, we have 5 over 25. This part can be simplified, right, to 1 over 5. So X over 100 is equal to 1 over 5. We go ahead and cross multiply, right? Cross multiply, which is a standard tool that we use in math. This becomes 5 times x is equal to 100. We divide both sides by 5, and x is actually 20, right? So that's how I find out that 5 is 20% of 20. I'm sorry, 5 is 20. Yeah, 5 is 20% of 25. Now, this is another method, okay? This is a different method, which is where we set the left side of a certain percent, we don't know, equal to the part over the whole. That's another method you could use. We could look at other techniques, but I just wanted to lay the groundwork with this. Let me mention the type of percent problems that you will see, and something to keep in mind. So when they say 10% of what number is 12? So 10% of what number is, actually let's change that. 10% of what number is 20? 10% of what number is 20? So think of it as 10% of something I don't know, let's just call it A, is equal to 20. 10% of something I don't know is 20. Again, this percent can be written as a decimal, which is 0.10. So I can write it as 0.10 times A is equal to 20. You divide both sides by 0.10, right? So 20 divided by 0.10. And you can, in this case, just for time purposes, you can use a calculator for this one. But I highly recommend that you get comfortable with, again, simplifying, using long division or other approaches. But this is just 200 here. So 10% of what number, right? We don't know the whole is 20. The 20 is the part. So with percentages, we have the percent, the part, and the whole. Let's remember that, and then we're going to look at more practice problems for the rest of the chapter. So let me know if you have any questions, but this is a good start. There's 3 categories. You're either looking for the percent, you're looking for the part, or you're looking for the whole, and you can use the formula to your advantage. So let's practice the one-step equations. That will be very important, and there's a separate video for one-step equations. Begin to look at how that works, and that will be helpful in applying this principle. Have a wonderful day.